doing? How y'all doing? Quick message for all of those who are watching right now. 1 second. So I just wanted to make a quick message for those of my followers who are confused. I'm sensing I'm picking up on like a lot of confusion. There's so much confusion. I wish I had my cards with me. I don't have my cards with me today, but there's so much confusion going on, and there are a lot of things that I don't feel comfortable. Oh my god. There's so much going on, sorry. There's some things that I don't feel comfortable addressing just because I'm I don't know, I don't have a full understanding of some things, but what I can say is that I feel like there's a thematic structure to these things. There's a very consistent and just prevalent concept. And the reason people say collective so much is because we are a collective. There are 8 billion people on this planet, 8 billion human beings on this planet, and you mean to tell me not 3 out of 10 of us are going through the same thing? There's a lot of people on this planet, and there's only so many unique experiences that can be held. And just from a statistical standpoint, we're all bound to go through some of the same similar things due to our demographics, due to where we grew up, due to whatever. So there's just a bunch of reasons why people are gonna have similar experiences beyond the spiritual aspect of why people go through similar things. But the thing really is this day and age we're living in, and there was a time I had this vision, or I had this feeling, just this gut feeling that things were gonna get so bad, and I didn't want to think things were gonna get so bad to a point where nobody could, go outside, or we couldn't do normal things. But as the days go by, I start wondering to myself, is it gonna get that bad? Is it gonna get that bad? Because it starts in the heart, right? It starts in the heart where people start compromising. They start compromising their values to do certain things for certain outcomes. Financial gain, spiritual power, social power. They start giving up little things bit by bit. They start chipping away at their soul. Before you know it, they are the devil's henchmen. They are demons. They are demons. And when I say somebody is a demon, I mean somebody is a demon once they relinquish their soul. Once you start giving up your soul and you start straying from God, and you start deciding, I'm gonna do XYZ, even though I know this is bad, but it's gonna feel so good to get where I'm getting. That's the devil in you. You're not saving nobody. You're not helping nobody but the devil. Every time you do that, the devil is like a collective himself. He is a consciousness. He is a frequency, just like heaven and earth are a frequency, just like hell on earth is a frequency. The devil himself is a frequency that you can embody every time you choose to feel his deed. Every time you decide you're gonna do what he wants, and you're not gonna follow God's destined path, God's destined rule. That's what you do. I don't know nothing about that, but that's what you do, right? Because we live around a lot of fakers. A lot of people online, a lot of people trying to build something. A lot of people out here jealous. A lot of people are out here envious. A lot of people are here looking at what you got, and they want what you got. And they don't want to know you so you could be their mentor, so you can show them the ropes or two, so they can come positively learn from you. They want to be around you so that they can copy your code, so that they can learn your energy. I'm talking real life demons. This shit is like GTA 6. Y'all waiting on the new GTA 6 to drop, but it's here. It's life. We live in it. These NPCs want to play on ghost mode because they want to attack you, but they can't handle when you defend yourself. They can't handle it though. NPCs want to play on ghost, but they can't handle it when you defend yourself. Right. So what are the rules, right? What are the rules now? But that's what I'm saying. There are no rules. We're lost. There are no rules, bro. There are no rules. I worked in education for 3 years. By my 3rd year, I quit because I realized something. It's over with. It's over with. I worked K through 12 for 3 years, bro. It's over with. As a young person, I'm telling you, as I'm looking at people younger than me, it's over with. Because there's a level of animosity. There's a level of lust and incongruence with oneself that is existing within my younger generations that I don't shift the blame onto them, because I understand that a lot of folks after COVID didn't have parents lying around in the home no more. Kids are not being raised. Kids don't have the IQ. They don't have the attention span. They don't have the foundation that maybe children of my generation were granted. They weren't granted the opportunity to get out in their communities and not be so vectored or velcroed to technology, right? I had that opportunity. I grew up with that feeling. I know what that's like. But I know that kids born after me, they don't got nothing else. They don't know what it's like. They don't know this world. But then I also ask myself, how can young people learn to be sympathetic, empathetic, or giving in a world that is only taken from them, that is only shown them that the way that you get where you want to get is by taking? That's the sentiment. That is the culture that we are breeding in this country. And we want the youth to be hopeful. We want the youth to be grateful. We want the youth to be positive. We want them to be change makers. But where are the rules? Where's the line? Where is the plan? Where is the plan? I haven't seen a plan. We have 2 governors, the governor of California and New York, Oregon, maybe, who are actively speaking about what needs to be done. Who else is speaking about what needs to be done? Young people are at a loss. There are no options. You can't go to school, get a degree, and land a job. Even if you go to school, get that degree, and land a job, you can't pay off your loans. And even if you pay off your loans, by the time you pay off your loans, you're old as hell. You supposed to have opened a 401k. You're supposed to have done what? Nobody can beat the game. It's unbeatable. It was never made for us. It was never made for us to succeed. You understand? That was the whole idea. You don't unintentionally put hundreds of millions of people in a predicament where they cannot survive and not help them survive. There's only one explanation. There's only one name for something like that. There's only one way to call something like that out, and it's genocide. It's not natural selection, it's genocide. You know people cannot survive. You will kill them off. That's genocide. But hey, it seems like that word is too hard for people to say. It seems like that word is too difficult for people to comprehend. But that's just what it is, right? That's just how we're living out here, and that's just how people have to get it out here. So when all these old heads is complaining about these young niggas, what the fuck are they supposed to do? What are young Hispanic children supposed to do? What are young black children supposed to do? What are young impoverished families supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? And you say they turn to a life of crime. You say they turn to a life of manipulation. But is it manipulation or is it stipulation? Is it manipulation or is it stipulation? Is it somebody trying to get their way out of a situation, or is it somebody trying to survive? You know, that's the big question. That's the big question I really want us to ask ourselves. When I look at my younger peers, when I look at my younger peers, genuinely, I don't see bad people. I see a world that has failed its people. And that's just that. I don't know what gave me such positivity. I don't know what instilled such positivity into me. I grew up with a positive mother. I grew up with positive people around me that always taught me through thick and thin, you got to see it through. Through thick and thin, you got to see it through. If you start something, you finna finish it, because life can throw whatever it's gonna throw at you. It can throw whatever it's gonna throw at you. You can't do nothing about that. You can't control what the universe does or doesn't give you, right? But how you decide to deal with that situation, how you decide to come out of that situation, whether or not you decide for it to make it or let it make you, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's really the difference. Anybody you look at who's in a position and you think they got it all, no. The solution to having it all isn't to have more. It's to have what you have and appreciate it more. Because you never know when it could be gone. You never know when that thing you love so much could be gone. It could be a matter of days. And you never know what's going on behind the scenes. You could see somebody one day, the next day they are gone. You understand? You could see somebody smiling in your face, the next day they take their life. You understand? Like, you never know. Sometimes we walk around mentally strung out on our own problems. We don't think to ask, how are you, bro? What's going on in your life? But it's hard to talk to people about real life, because people want to abuse information. People want to take what you tell them and have them or you use it against them. People want to play games. Why? Why do you want to play games with people's livelihood, with people's information, with things that people share with you? Well, how does that benefit you? Where does that take you? Other than deeper into your own little hole, other than deeper into your own selfishness, your own lust, your own reluctantness to be close to God. Where does that take you? Nowhere. And when I talk about God, I really mean I'm talking about God. I'm not talking about Christianity, Catholicism. No. Because if you're watching this and you don't believe in God, I was in your shoes. Why the fuck would you believe in God, right? Why would you believe in some sort of entity that has no direct affect on you, that you can't see, you can't touch, you can't feel? But that's the thing about searching for God, is that everybody thinks that God is going to come for them, but whatever you seek is seeking you, right? So if you're not looking for God, why the hell is he looking for you? He got other souls to save, my nigga. You still fighting for the enemy. What the fuck he got to do with you? Because he can sense it. He can sense when you're ready for him for real and when you're just playing that game. Because God don't have no... He's not looking at this life. He's not looking at this life through the human lens. He's not human. So he's not looking at whether or not you got 50K, whether or not you got 3K, whether or not you got 2 cents. He don't know. He don't need to know. He's looking at the contents of your character. He's looking at your soul. Are you prepared for his kingdom? Because one thing you not finna do is you not finna come in and swing the door wide open to his kingdom for your little demon friends. He ain't finna take it. He already created his kingdom perfectly. And the only people he wants in his kingdom is those who is pure and clean and ready to really be his soldiers. Be his angels. And if that's not you, it's not you. So y'all sitting here crying, where is God? Where is God? But you still lying to the enemy. You still going around gossiping. Oh, where is God in my life? You only need God when you need help. When you've been fucking around in bad predicaments, doing evil shit, and he show you your fate, and now you need him. God is funny too. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that life is very ironic? Because God is funny too. He got a sense of humor for sure. I believe that. He got a sense of humor. So y'all wondering, where is God? Where is God when you need him? Why is God blessing so many other people but not you? Take a look in the mirror. Go ahead, ask yourself. Go ahead, just read the 12 commandments. And ask yourself, are you living by the commandments? Because y'all be running down that list, doing all the things that is condemned. And y'all asking, where is God? You're far from him, bro. You can't hear his voice. You're not divine enough. You're not cleansed enough to receive that. But you want to know where he at. He not finna show you where he at so you can infiltrate his kingdom. Are you dumb? Anyways. But I'm trying to say, be very careful. Be very, very, very careful. People get very creative. They want to get very creative about how to lure you into the hands of Satan. And I'm telling you, the devil may be smart, but he's not better. The devil may be smart, but he is not better. He is not better. Amen. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.